Hello, world. Welcome to episode 18 of creating a podcast monitoring tool. Last time we finished up refactoring the RSS parser, and to finish off this last task for the parser, we're actually going to create a fake parser that we can use in the tests of the package feeds episodes. The other thing I realized was that when I was thinking about creating the fake parser, the difference between the fake parser and the fake RSS requester, and that was when it dawned on me, we actually didn't create a fake RSS requester, we created a stub. So we're going to make a quick update to that first. Basically, the difference between a stub and a fake is a stub you can think of as giving back specific or quote canned information, while a fake fulfills the same implementation or fulfills the same requirements as the primary implementation, but basically has a separate implementation. So a fake RSS requester wouldn't return. So this is kind of canned information that we return. So any call you make to it, it returns this. So this is actually a stub. So what we're going to actually come in here and do is update the name of this, make sure everything is still working, and then we'll go ahead and create the fake RSS parser. So let's get started, and we're actually going to use the search here to find all of the usages of this. That way we don't make any, that way everything, is still working. And we don't, because if we miss a spot when we change the name of it, we'll have a problem. So first thing I'm going to do just real quick is I'm going to run, so we only used it in the RSS parser, right? That was the only place we actually need the fake of this so far. So I'm going to just run the tests here. So they pass. And now we're going to come in here and we are going to rename this to... So I'm actually going to change this so that, and I'm going to change kind of the way I was doing this as well. So I'm going to do a stub, so it comes down here. So now we have the stub open, and we're going to name it stub RSS requester, and then I'm going to save that, and then we're going to come into the search pane again, right? And so now we only have these changes in here. So basically, so this is going to be stub. This is going to be stub. And then the last place is down here, and that's stub. Okay, so we got rid of all those. Let's rerun the tests. All right, it looks like the full parse fake RSS requester is not defined. Did we save it? Wait. Name error. So in line 137 of the test full, 137 here, requester.getData, requester stub RSS, get to return, oh. That's interesting. Let's rerun the search. Oh, okay. I had to rerun the search because I changed the name of the file. So this should also be stub because it's returning this here. It could also be self if we wanted to, because, so we run that, it passes. So we should also be able to make this self. Now, a quick difference on that is, so this here, because it's part of this class, it also ends up being included in self. So we can refer to it as either, unlike something that if we did, self dot underscore URL equals URL, that we could not access through this class. The difference also then being is if I say, in here, I create a requester and then I said requester dot raw RSS data in here, and I changed its value, it would only change for this requester implementation. So if I'm accessing via self here, right, then it'll use this one. However, if I'm accessing it with this, then if I were to change it, if I were to come in here and I were to go requester dot that and change it, right, because this is using this class implementation, what I'm actually changing here is the self dot, right? So by using this, I basically make it so I'm unable to change the get data result. In this case, it doesn't really matter either way. So I'm going to change it to the self, so that it just so that I don't have to worry about the naming convention here. Actually, no. You know what? This other one's kind of safer to do, so I am going to just leave it as that. All right. So now we did that. Let's run it again. Git status, git add status, git diff, RSS parser functional test. Let's come up here, goes staged. All right, and the only changes we have are to the import and to the usage there. All right. So let's go git log, or I guess let's just open up the log real quick. I'll say git commit -m, renamed fake RSS requester to a stub. All right, cool. So now that we got that out of the way, we'll proceed to creating the parser, right? So basically, the only thing we need to create is this parse. So I'm just going to create, well, I guess I'll just create a copy of this. So let's just create copy RSS parser, and we'll name it RSS parser fake. Do we use an underscore? Yeah, we did. Pi. All right, and then we can open up the fake, and we'll be able to get rid of this, which is the primary reason. And I'm curious to see if it's faster or slower, because we're going to do this with string parsing. And we can get rid of this, and come in here and just clean that up. All right, so we have a skeleton of that, and now get rid of this, get rid of that. And we can come into the functional test, and what we're going to do is for a second, we're going to comment out this. All right, so it should pass all these tests. It should, if it's a fake, it should still. So that's an interesting thing where with the stub, we actually coded it. Well, I guess the stub should also pass all the tests. But so here we're going to do from RSS parser fake import fake RSS parser as RSS parser. So now we've added this in here as this, so we don't need to make any other changes to the file. So now if we run these tests real quick, we'll see. Let's see, fake import. Can I import name fake? Oh, I need to fix this name. All right. So now all 6 tests error. Oh, we also have a, I did miss one thing. So we also need this, at least this definition. So we need the constructor as well. Just say pass and that. And now let's run it. Okay, so now we get 6, so before I think we had 6 errors, right? Yeah, 6 errors, now we have 6 failures. So they're running, but the values they're getting back aren't the values we want. Why? Because we're returning none, and so checking it. So now we just basically need to get all of them to pass. We're going to use string parsing for this. So let us. Actually, I'm gonna need that information later. So first, actually, I guess get status commit broken created skeleton for fake RSS parser. Okay, so now we'll say self.data equals data. And we'll have get tag value self. So let's see. So we're basically going to send it things like this. So the key for the tag, which is a string, and we're going to return the string that we find. And so in here, start tag equals tag, end tag equals, what is it? Which slash is it? / k tag. And so, and I think, yeah, so basically we can go I start, so the integer or the index of the start is equal to self.data.find or self.data.find start tag plus the length of the start tag and the end equals self.data.find end tag, and then we're going to return self.data I start I end. That should work for that one, hopefully. And then we'll go def get attribute value tag, and then we'll have okay, just k attribute is what we're referring to it as. Yeah, k attrib. And so there's going to be a slight, well, okay, I guess it's going to be, we're not going to get all the tests to pass on this one, but let's just start with this. So this is also a string, return a string, and the attribute one, so we're going to give it an open tag and what we want, and then we're going to look for that equal to it, and then we're going to look inside the quotations. So basically start tag or tag open equals f k tag, tag close is just that, and we're going to get full tag is equal to, alright, I guess let's do I start equals self.data.find tag open, end equals self.data.find tag close, and full tag is equal to self.data I start to I end, and now we need to go into the full tag, and we got to say attrib start equals to f, and then we'll go k attrib equals that. And so I start is equal to self.data.find attrib start. And we'll go, we'll say stripped tag equals full tag, or no, so this is full tag here. Full tag okay. Save the 17. I just got a notification about my streaming software. Okay, so we're going to go I start, and then we'll actually come in here. So this actually means I start equals that plus length of attrib start. So it's going to go here to the end, and then we basically need to attrib end is just the next double quotation mark. I end equals stripped tag dot find attrib end, and I'm going to return stripped tag everything until I end. So I think that should also work. All right, why don't we just test this out locally real quick. So I'm going to go Python and from fake RSS, or from RSS parser fake import fake RSS parser p equals fake RSS parser, and we'll give it these two lines. So we'll just say 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so we've added that data in there. Now, let's try it out. So we'll say p dot get tag value title. All right, that worked. And then we'll do, I think we need to, also we're gonna need to substitute in these when we return because this here returns the ampersand, so it does modify that. So we'll need to do that, and then we'll say p dot get attribute value. The tag is atom link, and then href. Yeah, href. Yeah, cool. So the basic parsing of this works. So we're good on that part. We'll need to do the ampersand, and then there's also an issue with the kind of the nestedness of it. But let's just do this real quick. So basically we need to. So we'll start with all these. So we're gonna need to substitute these things in. So substitute data in here. We'll say, so I guess we can create a dictionary. So iTunes is this iTunes colon. And this other one is what, Atom? It's just Atom. Atom colon. And then there's also the ampersand. That becomes an ampersand like that. So for I guess I can't do from and to. So for pre, post, and dsubs.items, we'll do self dot data dot replace pre with post. So here we're going to call self dot substitute data, and then we're going to call, and then so then now this is where we need so we have partial title language. All right, so we have return equals this. Return that. All right, so we should pass the first test. 5 failures, cool. So now we want the title language copyright. So that's these 3 here. And we want to say title, and this is going to be, so all these are going to be the same. We're going to change this to the method self dot get. I don't know why autocomplete's not working for me right now. And then we don't need this. And see, this is where we kind of run into an issue because we kind of like need everything inside the channel, but I think these are going to be unique. So let me look at this real quick. So there are other titles, but the first title is going to be the channel information. So this should work without it, and we'll have to mess with the episode one. So hopefully, nope, we got another failure. Oh, because this one has that. So let's just do this. For key value in turn.items, if not value, delete. Okay, let's try that. We get an error. I don't know if I can delete it while I'm looping through it. Yeah. All right, well, that's easy enough. So just fix, we can do you can say L delete keys dot append key, and then we could say for k in L delete keys delete red. Okay. All right. So now we're back to 5. Partial channel info does not match. I'm just going to print it because that'll be the fastest thing to do from here. So let's come back up here. Just add that quick. Let's see. Is there a title? No, so hold on. So it should be looking for, oh, wait a minute. That's fine. Okay, so it didn't do the substitution properly, but that's it. And I think that's the reason is because replace returns. So this actually returns it, so I actually want to say self.data equals that. All right, now we're down to 4 failures. And we can remove this. So now we need all of the, so this is so far so good. Now we just need the other pieces of information here. This is self.get tag value. And then we're going to be able to get rid of channel. I think we can just, well, I guess here we can say iTunes, which I don't even think is necessary. This one, we'll also say iTunes. And I think I actually did those backwards, now that I think about it, because I'm replacing iTunes with, I guess actually I don't even want to do that. This is going to be Adam. And this is going to be get this. Now we have 4 failures. We have partial channel info. Full parse. Empty episode item. So wait a minute. Why are we failing this one now? So we passed the full. We passed. We're passing, I think, no episodes, but not. But not test partial episode info. Or not partial episode info. Which one is it? Channel info. And it looks like there's an issue with the description. So it's finding a description, which is weird in this one. So let's print that out again. Let's see what happens. All right, so title's fine, language, copyright, description is an issue. So let's see. Just remove that for a second and see what the other ones do. Yeah, okay, so it's when it's not finding it, it's messed up. So in here, whatever update this is to VS Code is buggy. So if it can't find the start tag and the end tag, so let's do this. Let's go print k tag I start I end. I'm also going to come in, and I can't fold these down. It's a bit annoying. I feel like basically I'm implementing this all again, but I'm curious and I'm going to do it because it's fun. All right, and actually I don't need this. So I'm running one test. Am I running one test? Ran one test. Why is it doing it twice? So it's not finding it, it's giving. Also, wait. So the start tag is 14. All right, so why is it finding this? Why is it doing it twice? Oh, it's doing it twice. It's parsing in all of them, I guess. But it's not running this one anymore. What the hell? All right, hold on. I'm curious. So this is this parse. And this is passing. So it's not... Oh, the partial chain info. So it's also not finding it. But it's finding as this, and this one's deleting it, and it's not having an issue. Which is weird. It's probably to do... I guess, well... I guess we can just do this. If start tag not in self.data or end tag not in self.data, return none. And I'll do the same thing here, and also say or k attrib not in self.data. Okay, and now the pass again, so that's cool. So we'll just hop out of that and re-enable these tests. So we're gonna have to do some looping for like the items or something, but so we'll run this. We got 4 errors: partial episode info, no episode info, full parse, and empty episode item. So the empty episode item, I believe, is first. Or no, no episodes is first. No, wait. Do we pass? Yeah, no episodes. Wait, what? Fake parser has no object data. Oh. Why are those other ones? Oh, wait. Okay. I feel like I'm getting really weird results here because they should all be failing, giving errors. All right, 3 failures. So here, let's see. So now partial, full, and empty. Right, so no episodes doesn't include it here. So now we want to basically find an item and do do some parsing on that. Remove empty. Remove values. Weren't found. Okay. So far, this is actually all that we have here, and then. Okay, so now we need to have a def get get items self, and it's going to return a list. So here we're basically, well, I think we could actually just say while, so k tag equals item. So the problem with this, so we could reuse this. The problem is that this relies on the data. So let's do this. So we're going to come in here, we're going to say def strip out tag value self.k tag str, and then we'll need str. We'll come down here and create this, and all this is going to do is call self.strip out tag value self.data k tag. It's going to just return that, and then make this an underscore, and then anywhere we used this, we're just going to do get rid of all of these. So that should work. Strip out tag value. Okay, cool. So now that we have that, we can do k item, and then we can say, so we can say wall k tag in no, okay, and so we'll say data equals self.data. Is in the data, we're going to create a return list, append in self.strip out tag value with the data and k tag. And we're then going to go data equals, or no, I and item equals data dot find, and this is going to be this. Find the closing tag, and then we'll say data equals data I and item to there, and then we'll return that. Okay, so now we have all the items. So then we can come through, we can say items equals self dot get items for I in items. I guess actually let's move this above. And then so we'll say ret, what's it called? episodes. And the episode, and in here it's gonna be that same thing. Well, so let's start with this one. Let's see if everything still passes. No, K tag not defined 45. Tag, okay. What? Okay, well wait a minute. There's no more prints. Oh, we do have a print. Don't go over that. Now we're looping. Wait, we're looping on get item, wall item, run tests. Which test is it running? Empty episode item. Oh, okay. So we need to make sure that we go plus length of. So we'll say close tag equals f k tag, and we'll do close tag plus the length. So that would make sure we'll pass it, and then I'll remove it. All right, so we still have the 3 failures: partial episode info, full parse, and this. And so here we just need to make sure we do if the episode, then append it. Partial, full, and empty episode item. Empty episode item. Okay. So we actually don't want to delete this. So we'll move this to after the delete portion. Actually, no. Damn it. This is going to cause the other ones to fail. So what we want to do is actually say if item in, and so obviously this is really, like, I'm not going to worry about cleaning this up too much because it's just a fake. I might actually just delete this if it's crappy at the end, but if item in self.data, then do all of this. Okay, so now we have two failures, full parse and partial episode info. So for partial, we title an MP3. All right, so let's see. Get items. All right, so for this one, all right, so this is we're gonna need to abstract out that other portion too. It looks like so here, this one is going to be a self dot strip out tag value. And we're gonna pass in I. And we want title. This one we're gonna need another one. So in here, strip out attribute value, and this will be data str. And this is just going to call self dot strip out attribute there we go. Self dot strip out attribute value self dot data. And then k tag k attrib. So we need to do this again. Here before we add it. So copy this. Come over. Indent that. And this is going to be in D episode. Okay, and now this one, we now have the other method, strip out attribute value. So we can do this. There, I enclosure self dot. All right, one failure, two failures still. Okay, which is the partial? So the partial. So let's do print parser dot parse. So the MP3 was found correctly. The title was not. So let's check out when we come in here. Before we do this, let's print I. So we have all the information correctly in here. So for this one, title, see, I can't tell which tests they are. So now I gotta come back, disable these again. All right, so let's go here, run this one test, okay. So the title is very clearly there. So why is this? Oh wait, hold on. I strip out tag value. This is, I mean, that makes sense. That's what I expect it to be. Then the question is, where is it getting? So this is the end. So if I go strip out tag, oh. I'm surprised other things. A bunch of see, and this is the kind of a common thing with programming is like a bunch of that stuff. You're like, well, why is this passing? Why is this passing? And that is why writing cleaner code, where the other one can be confident that it passes. So we should have one test failure now, and that is this one. So now we just need to add in the rest of this. So we'll come down in here. Stick it right in the middle. Don't need this one. Don't need this one. Move these over. This becomes self.strip out tag value I, and then this one here is just iTunes colon. And it all works. Cool. Okay. So that now all works. Hit the hour mark on this one. And if we flip back to this, all right. So let's see. Let's run it a few times and see Where's the print? Let's go to the print. All right. So let's run it a few times and see. Wait, why is it still printing things? Is there print in here? Yes, there is. Okay. There's two prints. All right. So 0.03, 0.01. So the string parser is basically taking between 1 millisecond and 3. So fairly instantaneously. Now let's try this parser. So this is consistently faster. So that's good. Because this code is a lot crappier anyway. So since, so let's just check this out real quick. So we've got, this is doing the actual parsing of the tags. This is doing the parsing of the attributes. This is doing, hold on, let's get diff. Oh, I guess I didn't actually commit the skeleton. Because I just did a git commit, I think. Git commit. So we added it with the passing import. All right. So, I mean, technically that works. But this has been consistently better. I mean, but they're very similar. Git commit reverted to test actual parser. All right, so let's take a quick look at the. So we have method to do the string parsing on the tags and on the attributes. This is just an easy wrapper, which you don't really need. We could simply call this with the data itself. We have a method to find the items, just do a substitution of really just that. And then we parse or move anything that's empty. And then we we find the episodes, parse them, and then remove any values. So those that are empty. So yeah, I think, this here is, I think it's obviously much slimmer. I think it's generally easier to follow, right? Mostly because obviously the fine text and the fines here essentially are being implemented by these strip out methods. And so honestly, not much worse implementation. It does the same thing. Now the benefit to this is that if we are doing a test and we don't want to use this module because I suspect that the from string is doing a call to replace these, even though it might not be, only because, so the reason I say that is because, right, so XMLNS iTunes, and all it's doing is substituting iTunes for that string, right? And the same thing with this one. So it really might not be doing anything. And and they're running equally fast. So if this was making some sort of call to something, it should be significantly slower. And since that's the case, I don't know that we really need this fake. So we basically just spent significant amount of time, almost equal to the creation and then the refactoring of the other one, just kind of throwing this together. And I am going to delete it, because if this one here can be used, if we don't need a fake for this, if we can just use this, we can delete it. If we ever actually needed it, we could always call it back up in the commit history. Like, let's say this broke, like let's say this module broke or something, we could always call it back up in the commit history. So I'm going to now take the thing we just spent the last hour doing, and I'm going to delete the fake. Git status, git rm, RSS. I just do git add. Does that work? Cool. Git commit -m deleted RSS parser fake.py. And then the other thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to mark this as complete now. And then next time, so we finish off this parser. The last thing we have for the feed parser is to do the packaging, create everything, throw it together. So that is what we'll start next time. Git commit updated work tracker to complete parsing task status. We'll tag this. We're in episode 18, I believe. Git tag at 18. Check out the log. Cool. All right. So yeah, next time we'll come back and we will finish. We will get this feed parser class all finished up with some testing and everything. You know, not always. It's interesting, right? You just spend all this time creating that thing and then deleting it, but honestly, didn't have much value. Cluttered up the project. Still a good exercise to do. I found it interesting that the times were very similar. We certainly could have cleaned that up and used it as our own implementation, but then if the other one isn't going to be an issue, we're only really using our own implementation for so the other one isn't going to be necessary. So next time we will work on the package feed. We will work on doing the actual feed parser by packaging up the episodes and using the parser and request classes that we created. So until then, see ya.